Alright, so this is gonna be a video unlike any other video on this channel to this date, and that's because I'm not the one that's editing this video. Which is kind of scary because I'm not the one who's controlling what happens to this footage. So why don't I introduce you to who is editing this?
Hey Matti, what are we doing again?
Do something. Tell them your name or something. I don't know, do something.
Wait, right now? Oh, okay, hang on 1 second.
You're gonna do a good job, right?
Of course I'm gonna do a good job. Oh, this is way nicer. Good. Does anyone else just want to be outside all the time now that it's summer? Because that's me. Hi guys, my name is Jenna, and for today, and maybe here on out, I'll be Matti's video editor. I currently work in video production down in Ohio, which is something I never expected. But if I've learned anything in this industry, it's that you should always expect the unexpected. That's all I have for now. Let's go back to you, Matti.
All right, so now you know who's editing this and they're gonna do a really good job. But I'm gonna try to film this like I normally would so it's as real world as possible. What do I normally do in my videos? Oh, I know. So I thought in this video we would talk about 7 essential, imperative, crucial, necessary, indispensable tips for filmmaking beginners if you're just starting out. And I apologize if you're not doing these and you don't consider yourself a beginner. Tip number 1 is to know your camera inside and out. Your shutter speed, ISO, f-stop, white balance, frame rates, anything and everything in your camera you should know. And this is because then you can focus on the more important things like framing, lighting, the story, all those things that are way more crucial than just the settings. So know your camera inside and out. Keep practicing those settings till you can do them in your sleep, no problems. You never have to think about what settings am I changing and why. And then number 2 would be to use a stabilizer. In this case, I'm just using like a Gorilla Joby monopod, and because I'm on the one wheel, it should be fairly smooth. But use a stabilizer. Nobody likes shaky footage, and saying you're shooting handheld, don't use that as a cop-out. And then number 3, learn how to edit. Even if you don't want to be an editor yourself, learn how to edit because it's super important for when you're filming. That way you know what kind of clips do you need to go from one section to the next section, what kind of filler clips, what coverage do you need. If you're not editing in your head while you're shooting, you're gonna miss out on a lot of shots. So make sure to edit so you kind of understand what's going on in the editing process. And speaking of editors, I'll let my future editor take the next 2 tips here.
Thanks, Matti. Tip number 4 is to find yourself a team. You can do a ton of filmmaking on your own, but there's a point where bringing on more people are gonna make a world of difference. More people means more hands to hold cameras, more ideas to pass around. Ask your friends, ask your family, look around in your area and see who is already doing video production or filmmaking work. See if you can shadow them or even just sit down for an informational interview. And tip number 5 is to embrace limitations. It's so easy to look out at what other people are making and say, oh, if only I had their gear, their opportunities, their resources, then I could be a real filmmaker too. But instead, let your limitations drive your creative process. So what if you only have a cell phone? Maybe you only have your friend's cell phone. That's okay. Use what you have to the best of its potential, and then problem solve to find ways to still achieve your vision. In the end, you'll be better off because you'll have focused on the actual skill of filmmaking and not relying on specific gear to accomplish what you want.
Oh, hey, thanks for covering for me. Tip number 6, I would say, is get a decent mic. Do yourself a favor and get a good mic because bad audio it's the worst. People are gonna hate it. People are not gonna like watching your stuff. It's not the coolest thing to invest in, but just do it. It's worth it. Number 7, and lastly, I would say just have fun with it. If you're not having fun while you're filmmaking, you're just not gonna learn as much. So figure out what kind of filmmaking and what roles fit you best so that you can actually have a lot of fun with it, because that's honestly the best way to learn. That's how I learned everything in the beginning. I just had fun with it. I thought it was just a fun thing to do. I didn't care about getting paid or getting recognition or anything. I just liked doing it, so I just kept learning.
Perfection is the enemy of creativity. So that's why focusing on the fun when you're first starting is really important. If you're diving down into the details and focusing on why everything isn't how you want it to be, then you're never gonna actually make it happen.
All right, great. I think that's it for the 7 tips. How did we do? Did we make a good team? If you think so, send some feedback in the comments if you like this collaboration between me and if you think that me and should keep collaborating, then give a lot of thumbs up and a lot of encouraging words. And even if you don't, still be encouraging, be nice, guys. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Hit the like button, click it, tap it if you're on a phone. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys will probably soon find out if me and are gonna be working together or not. Bye.